Okay, the time
And
is...
you are?
Helene Daly.
Helene, okay, very nice.
Thank you. The time is 10:05.
Can I take this?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
And this is appeal number 113. The address is 700 Uncle Road, and the appellant is Marianne Rosito. Marianne, I'm going to ask you I'm going to swear you in. What's today, the 23rd, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you'll raise your right hand, do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do.
Okay, if you'll sign next to the X. And my name is Helene Daly. And just to review, you are, let's see, the town has you at 2478151, and you are asking for 2250, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right, Marianne, why don't you tell me how you got to that number?
All right. Well, first of all, the property is in Winton Park, and I know that Winton Park is known for its quiet, idyllic, calm and peaceful atmosphere. But over time, this particular property, which is surrounded by 3 roads with 3 50-foot setbacks, the roads have gotten busier and busier and busier. My family has owned that property, and my father built that house when we moved here in 1960.
Let me see. Where are you exactly on?
I have for you. I have gotten some stuff for you so you can see exactly where we are. Winton is on one side. That's the least busy road. That's more typical of Winton Park. And Umpqua, in the front of our house faces Umpqua, right across from high school, and Barlow.
Oh yeah, you're right on that corner. And you went through a big renovation, didn't you?
Well, it was a renovation, yes. It was basically the house that we lived in for 65 years, 66 years now, 64. Yes, we renovated it. And the reason
did Garrett do that renovation? Yes. Yeah, I know the house.
And the reason we did that was we were moving down from Greenfield Hill on Reading Road, 3010 Reading Road, because all of our 4 children and everyone had left and were gone. And we were rambling around that big house pretty far away. And as we get older, I'm 77 now, my husband.
Wow, you look
80.
great. You look good.
Thank you.
Wow.
My husband's 80. He's 3 years older than I am. And we realized, that's a big trek down the hill. Yeah. We loved it up there. Yeah. We absolutely adored the house. We sold it to the Keegans,
Oh, sure. I worked for them for 17 years. Yeah.
Well, their oldest son is my youngest son's best friend.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. My son was in the same class at prep.
Oh, well, my son went to the high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but they remain friends, and they still are. So, anyway, that's a long history. We have a long history in town. When we moved here in 1960, I went to Mill Plain Middle School, which was right across the street.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and then I continued on through the high school as well, as all my kids went to the public school here. But this particular location has changed dramatically. It isn't the idyllic, typical Winton Park property anymore. I mean, the high school has gotten huge. Parking, everyone has cars. There's a big middle school next door. Prep and university have gotten bigger and bigger. They keep adding more and more people. The cars and the traffic are unbelievable.
It seems to me, I mean, there's Winton Park, and then there's Uncle Road. Two very different, so to have, even though you are technically in that association, you are probably in the worst location.
We are the worst.
Any of the,
And the only reason
where all those
stayed
rows of all those busy roads converge right there at your corner.
And the only reason I think that we remained there, almost nostalgia and
Sure.
economics. We
Sure.
owned it. You know,
Sure.
we had been renting it since
I
my
get it.
parents died and everything. So we said, okay, this is the logical thing for us to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even we at the time, probably, I'm thinking more of the past, what it used to be like. It's not like that anymore. We have so much traffic on Barlow. It's crazy, as well as the apps.
Yeah.
Also, even, you know, during the mornings, the schools and all the prep and the university kids are going back and
I
forth.
will tell you, they took, the assessor took certain neighborhoods, Winton Park being one of them.
Yeah, and they upped it to 110
Bumped it up.
from 85.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now I did try, and I did the phone appeal, and I do believe I got somewhere with that.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems to me, here's my field card, that it seemed to be just flooding, because we also have flooding in the backyard, and shape. But, I mean, not only is there traffic and lights and noise and no privacy.
Hey, Carol.
And anyway, I have some information, and I'm going to leave this with you because I think I found it difficult going through that, you know, the public record. It's so much stuff, you know. It just goes on and on and on. So I'm going to leave this with you, just the whole folder.
Only house in Winton Park with grade what?
A.
Wait a minute. You're the only house in Winton Park with grade A?
Yeah. As far as I can tell. I mean, I went through zillions of them, you know.
You went through the field cards of all the other houses, like on Brookbend.
There are A-minuses up
and Barn.
Oh, yeah.
And you're the only A.
As far as I can tell. You know, there may be one I missed. I am not going to say there wouldn't be, because it was a lot to go through. I get dizzy after a while going through all this. Anyway, this explains some history, and you know the fact that there's now no privacy in my backyard, no matter what I plant. There's absolutely nothing.
Oh yeah, Garrett Wilson.
What?
I remembered correctly, Garrett Wilson. Here he is. Okay.
And there's the flooding that goes on, which I have pictures of, and I actually have that here. Here's the thing that shows our location exactly, and the wetlands. Those are pink.
I never realized you had wetlands.
So we have 50-foot setbacks and wetlands, and there's just almost no place for that house. But if you look at this,
and that's why it's so close to the road.
Yeah. But you look at this now. It used to be a field, and there was nothing here. It's just a sea of cars and lights.
Sure.
Constantly.
Sure. Yeah.
So we have not got the benefits of what Winton Park is, and I am asking for. In this, you will also see that. In this, I'll give this to you. These are the ones I comped, and these are the ones that have various discounts. Now, this one has 10% for traffic. I don't know that they gave me traffic. I can't really tell. It looks like they just gave me shape and wetlands. And I say shape because I did argue for that the first time because...
Location, flooding, and shape.
Well, everything has location. Whether it has anything at all, it all has location. Yeah. Every single field site has location. So I can't tell what that means.
So the comps show
and this is the ones I comped, and I'm not going to give I didn't do every single field card because that's in your, but here are the ones, the pink are the ones I comped, and these are the ones that says, find attached field cards without traffic, they have privacy and quiet, they don't have the traffic, the noise, or the light pollution.
Wow.
And I added the grade there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, I think actually the number I gave was...
So this
is what
10% is underneath.
This is the discounts that have already shown up for all these properties and their prices. So, and I'm asking for more discounts. They didn't even talk about the lights. And the grade was too high, so I'm thinking I should be able to get down to that number. And even that number, I think I was being very generous. But,
yeah. Yeah, it's not that much.
I really do. I mean, I was just trying to do something that would be palatable to the town.
How did you actually arrive at that number?
Well, if I took those various discounts that I now have and I'm adding, I would like to, I don't know what that will do to it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I took those.
What were you before?
Oh, in the very beginning it was like.
Well, I mean, at the last reval, were you an A minus?
25.
When did you do the reno?
Well, I guess it's when it was completed. It was like 22 maybe completed, 21,
Okay.
22.
Okay. All right.
Or,
so I guess what you were before is okay. But I'm looking here because you had mentioned other properties got traffic, but I don't see anybody.
Oh, okay. Here's traffic. This is nobody in there, but you see here. See, this is me.
Yeah.
This has 5% traffic, 10% wet. This is another issue. I don't understand how an excess property over an acre or 2 acres gets such a large reduction. Do you?
Oh, all right. So these aren't
not. These aren't the ones I comped because I comped the ones on Winton Road that had, there's so many that could be comped, I think.
But this is good. This is a good map.
See this traffic right here?
Yeah.
They got 10% traffic because they have such a long area. I think it's like they doubled it because they have.
No, that shouldn't make any sense.
Well, see, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
And what's this 25% for?
Well, they have an extra.
Oh, I see. Because
0.8 acres.
Yeah.
I think they have 2.8 acres, and the 0.8 is discounted by 25%.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works because I have an extra 0.3 acres that wasn't discounted. But I don't know how that works. I don't know how they got that. Oh, this property really freaks me out. No. Do you know what they have an E minus? That big, beautiful mansion on the hill. Their grade is E minus.
Well, I
think it should be condemned if it's E minus.
E is a new designation because I think they couldn't go higher than A. So
oh, really?
Because
I was going to say, it looks like
I've already come across an E, and I think it was Sasco Hill Road. So clearly that's like now, because they bumped everybody else up so much that now there was nowhere else to go before A.
You mean they've
on top of A, so now they've made it E.
That property is.
Now E is the highest. Yeah.
How would I have ever known that? I said,
wouldn't.
It looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
If it's an E minus, I think they should condemn it. Really.
I know.
Huh?
Like give it an F, why don't you?
What happened to A plus?
Exactly. Plus. Yeah, I know.
Anyway, so see what I see here is some people have gotten 20% for wet.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have gotten 10% for shape. That's just because of the long driveway, which is like to me that's more privacy, right?
Yeah.
This has 15% for shape. I don't know why, just for the long road. So all I'm asking for, I tried with these discounts.
That's because this is the back lot, probably too.
No, what?
This one.
Maybe,
that's the back lot behind Carol
But this
house.
one on the corner.
10%
for shape, and it's just up on a hill, which is lovely. I don't know. As I said, I did the best I could. If you apply all these ones that I have and the ones I'm requesting, which aren't even that much, it should get you down to about 2,285,000. And I don't even think I've requested enough for light pollution.
Did these people get
well,
traffic?
No, this is interesting here because this house is facing Winton, and its back is it has a private backyard, and they've been able to plant along here. They don't actually get the kind of view I get of all of this is just the worst one.
Yeah.
This one is also a little and sideways. And
I know this one.
Yeah.
That was my old listing. Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, and they are up high, and they're the side of their house is this way. And they still don't have all those whirring roads or 3 roads around them.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to leave this with you. Oh, this is the renovation. that was the outline of the house originally, and that's the new addition,
Uh-huh.
well, the new part of it. And I couldn't expand very much because of the wetlands in the back, which is, this is, I'm going to leave with you too. It shows the wetlands.
Okay, perfect.
And this starts to show you some of the light pollution, although I have, I look at this from my windows.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, I know. Friday Night Lights every night.
I'm worried about the town. Why are they spending so much money on those lights?
Yeah.
You know, they have that horrible, I call it an eagle, even though it's a falcon on the thing they just added.
Oh,
There's,
yeah.
Everybody's upset with that. They have.
Why? Because it's very.
Oh, yeah, it's so incredibly bright. You go down
wow.
Barlow Road at night.
Yeah,
it's like, holy, this is what, you didn't know this was like this.
I know, for the rest of us, we're like, oh, that's so cool, you know, and then, but when you're living there, yeah.
Cool. And then there's, you know, the field lights and add additional fields everywhere. It's like,
wow.
Oh my God, if they put one more light there, I'm going to pop.
Wow.
So I'm, you know, and this is wetlands. My backyard floods. It floods.
That's amazing.
I have video if you'd like to see it. Here. Can I start it? How adept am I? Let's see. I'll just show you not all of them, but this is one traffic one. This is, where's the noise here? Is there a, this is morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's Uncla.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know exactly where
you know where I am.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Have you been in town for a long time?
38 years.
There you go.
Yeah.
Long enough.
I know exactly where you are. Yeah.
Okay, so then you probably don't even have to see all of that because you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let me just go to another one here. Let's see. And now this is a still, but it shows the sea of cars. And of course, you know, those are all lit up. All those parking spaces, you know, parking lots are lit up like Christmas trees. This is evening.
Yeah.
This is shocking.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And that comes through
Look
the
at the
trees.
light on the trees. Yeah.
And the lights on the trees. It's everything. The town stuff, the school stuff, everything. It's, and let's see, what else do I have here? I'm not manipulating this as well as I'd like. This is just another light one. It's quick, but you've probably been there. I don't know how often you go on this road.
Oh, all the time.
Well, see, everyone
all
goes on it all the time, right?
Yeah, all the time. I'm on it all the time.
Okay, and then this is from my bedroom. Now, most people don't see this in Winton Park, right? They have.
No.
They don't have.
No, that's what I'm saying. Your location is.
And okay, here's the wetlands.
Wow.
And this is wet when it's not always wet, but when we have a big storm, this is what happens, and that's because Winton Park can't.
Yeah, that's a lake.
Yeah, they can't get it together to fix their old drains, and we're part of an association. The town doesn't take responsibility, and this is how it comes in from Winton Road down the hill.
Yeah.
In this culvert. This is like huge. Anyway, I'm living with some stuff that I don't think that I could solve.
All right. So I'll tell you what.
Time?
Yeah, I said my next one is
I don't mean to
10:20. No,
right.
You've done your homework and you've given us some really. I mean, just right off the bat, in my opinion, your location is not. No, you are part of the association. Your location is not what Winton Park location is. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't know if you want it all, but there's pictures and there's it's sort of an abbreviation of what I put in that whole thing.
They're not going to use the folder, so I'll give you the folder back, and I'll just attach this to what we already have.
Right, which may be easier to read only because
here you can.
I don't know. That. I looked at that file and I'm like, oh, this is hard to read. I can't present it like this.
Yeah, no, this is great, Marianne. Thank you for doing all that.
And also, you know, I know what it takes to sell a house. I didn't sell my current house for what I thought I should, and that was like, we love that house.
Well, and you sold it. I mean, if you had sold it today, it would be a whole different story. But when you did, the inventory is so low. Oh, it's insane.
It's so crazy.
It doesn't matter. Honestly, we're like, we've gotten down to like 50 some houses in the entire town. I'm going to end this recording. Okay, the time is 10:29. This is appeal number 430. My name is Helene Daly, and this address is 211 Marlborough Terrace, and the appellant is Danielle Edwards. All right, Danielle, I'm going to swear you in. If you'll raise your right hand. 23rd. Okay. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God? Okay, just sign right there. All right, thank you. Okay, let's see. So the town has you at 707,500, and you are requesting 600, correct?
Correct.
Okay, why don't you tell me how you got to that number?
Sure. So I also have a color copy if you'd like to look at that one, with photos.
Oh.
I think they printed it black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. It's okay. You can leave that with us if you want. But,
okay. Yeah, I can show along the way.
So you've got a cute little cape there?
Yeah. So
okay.
We have 4 main points to get to that lower value. So point 1, the house is 106 years old. And
really?
Yeah.
Doesn't look it.
Yeah.
And a lot of those capes were built after the war for the soldiers. So that's so cute.
So there's a very old foundation, which is seen on the last page. So yeah, that's what our foundation looks like. It's made out of sandstone.
My house is 1919, so I can relate.
Yeah. So yeah, we just think that the age of the house affects value. On the field card, it was noted there was a remodel. So.
In 21?
Yeah.
Yep.
So they did remodel, but it wasn't a completely full remodel. They did the kitchen, the bathroom, new roof, 5 mini splits for AC heat, and a little bit of landscaping and fence, and a small portion of the basement. But they kept the old carpets and all in 3 bedrooms upstairs.
Okay.
All the hardwood flooring is the same. All the
do you have hardwood flooring or do you have fir?
It's hardwood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
all right. So the age of the house is the first point, right?
Yeah. So I still have a couple things with that. So, the previous seller, they remodeled it, but it was mainly cosmetic changes. Like I was saying, with the bathrooms and kitchen, they didn't upgrade the boiler, hot water tank, or any electrical plumbing systems, any major systems like that. The updated kitchen, it's a small galley kitchen, not a full gourmet or eaten kitchen, and they use Lowe's cabinets, countertops, and standard appliances in the remodel. The house was remodeled in less than 5 months, and we did notice some poor quality concerns after living there. Day 1, the upstairs bath shower combo leaked and went through a light fixture into the kitchen.
Oh boy!
That was day 1. They used flat paint in the master bathroom, so there's discoloration on the walls due to the shower steam. And the bathrooms are just very small and cramped. The powder bathroom on the main level, when you step out of the shower to dry off, you're basically hitting the toilet because there's no room to actually dry off. And the master bathroom, the shower door also hits the toilet because of lack of space.
Okay.
And the upstairs bathroom is a standard fiberglass tub with nothing, nothing special. And then all the vanity cabinets and fixtures the seller used were from Wayfair. So our house was reassessed in 2021 after the sale, and we did get an increase at that time of $72,000 based on these improvements with the remodel. So the Fairfield tax assessor at the time actually came out in person and saw the house.
Okay.
And they listed the bathroom and kitchen as average.
So when was that?
9/2021. and then it's reflected, it states that on here. Or it was in the 10/2021 field card when they updated it. But yeah,
listed kitchen and bathroom as
average.
average.
She saw the space, the physical space and everything.
And what is it now?
So Tyler changed them to modern, and when they first sent the mailer out asking if there were any changes, there haven't been any changes. We haven't done anything to the house, so we're not sure why they were changed. Especially given that the assessor physically saw the property and assigned them that, whereas Tyler Technology would have only had photos or listings to go off of. So yeah, that is point number 1. Point number 2, also similarly related to the age and that sandstone foundation, we do have water seepage issues into the basement. And within 6 months of living at the property, after we first moved in, there was a severe storm. It caused a foot of water in the basement. And the side yards, the flooring in the basement, and 2 foot of drywall had to be replaced. So I do have photos of that. Okay.
And did you identify where that was coming from?
I think it just couldn't handle all the water because it was a severe storm. But we also
That's not
the town.
normal, because then every house would have that.
Well, no, we spoke to the town, and he showed us we're actually at a low point in the road, so that contributed to why that happened. But this was the side yard, completely eroded, and our French drain pipe was exposed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is the backyard. The flow, came through and knocked down a piece of fence. Yep.
Completely eroded.
Yeah.
And what is that pipe?
It's from our French drain in our driveway. So it's, in front of the driveway and then goes down the side of the house.
And that used to be under?
Yeah, so the dirt completely washed away and exposed it all.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is the basement, just showing we had to cut the 2 feet of drywall and, redo all the floors because of this flooding. And so, as I was saying, the flooding is in part due to being at a low point. So the town engineer actually gave us this, showing why this happened, because we were confused as well.
Mm-hmm.
After only living there 6 months, why did this happen? And
oh, man.
Yeah, so we're at a low point. There is a catch basin on the street, but it doesn't function that well. And I know our neighbor has, it's slightly more in front of our neighbor's house, but, after storm events, water just sits on the road and, doesn't drain adequately.
Okay.
But yeah, because of the low point, we have issues. We disclosed it on the field card already when the tax assessor visited, so that was already, accounted for in this little section here.
Okay.
But we do continue to get water seepage issues just because of this, old foundation.
Did you put in a basin system or anything, a waterproofing?
No, we did get a quote, but it was like $30,000.
I know.
So, we have a French drain. The town engineer did come out. He recommended building like a berm or a wall, but we, haven't done any of that.
Yeah.
So, is what it is. But, and then, let me see if there's anything else with that one. Since this previous seller was only there, 5 months or so, they didn't disclose any water issues. But now,
yeah, of course not.
Yeah, so
that
we'll
was
have to disclose
that was an LLC that probably flipped it, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll have to disclose these issues to future buyers, which hurts our value. Okay, and then point 3 is the conditions of neighboring houses. So, you can only see our house in there, but when you look next door, That's what the house looks like. It's,
Wow.
here's the zoomed in version. Their siding is just, very rotted and deteriorating. And they used to have trees there when we first bought. So this is an older Google Maps but there used to be trees between our properties.
Wait, that's you right there?
Yeah, that's because this is 2019, before the remodel.
Oh, okay.
This is just the earliest Google Maps I could find with the trees.
Okay.
We had trees between our two properties, but within a year or two of us moving there, the neighbors cut them down, and now their house is on full display, and it's not very attractive.
Yeah.
Also across the street is this ugly makeshift garage-looking structure. Literally looks like a trash bag. So yeah, that's a view from our driveway. So anytime we come out of our house, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And it's not very attractive either. And we also just have issues with congestion on the street. So I have some photos here. There's cars constantly parked on both sides, and both sides of our driveway, both sides of the street. A lot of the congestion is due to this house. They have two landscaping vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
They're constantly parked in the street all year round. I don't, think that's allowed, but they are constantly parked there. It creates a lot of congestion.
Is this point number 4?
3.
3. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the external factors of
Mm-hmm.
of the section of the road that we live on. So yeah, parking is very scarce. There's a lot of properties that they just have more cars than their driveway can fit.
Yeah. My
There's some
street's like that,
renters,
too.
yeah, some renters, and some of the houses also don't have driveways, so it just creates a very congested area between all in, and then basically after this landscaping house, it's better for the rest of the street, but near our house, it's not great. And we did notice that all these neighboring houses, they had their appraised improvements decreased to compensate for the increased land values, whereas ours were increased by the $42,700, which we believe is due to the bathroom.
Point number 4?
3 still.
Oh, still.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even though there were no changes since the sale. Okay, point 4 is that we did look at some comps within the area, which is the last piece that we submitted. So we looked at comps between October 24 to 2025, as was recommended by the appeals board, and 10 out of the 11 that we list were appraised at a value lower than our house, except.
I'm sorry, tell me again, this list is what now?
Just recent sold between October 2024 and 2025.
And this is your neighborhood, right? Yeah.
Yeah, all within a close distance.
All right, well, this is good.
Yeah, so none of these are appraised anywhere close to the value that our house is getting appraised at.
And how about square footage? Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, we try to get as close as possible. There's some that are a little lower, but some are pretty close. I think ours is listed at.
What's the highest? 1874, maybe? No, there's a 19, 18, okay.
Yeah, there's a couple 1900, almost 1900.
And these are all Adelaide 762. Only for 635 Vesper. And Fairway Green 687. Yeah, we don't want to use Adelaide because that's 782. Right?
Yeah. Let's see what that one.
762.
762.
Yeah. All right, did you happen to pull field cards on those?
I didn't pull field cards in this packet, but I mean,
We'll pull it up on
okay, yeah.
on our computers when we do this. All right, and then you have a fifth point or no?
No,
Okay.
Summarize.
Okay.
Yeah, so we
Can
feel
we
that,
have these color photos?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, and this is a color packet.
Okay.
See if I think I showed every photo. Yeah.
So just to review, how did you get to that 600? Was that just kind of like taking into account everything and then kind of guessing at?
Yeah, I mean, we understand the increased land value, but we just don't feel that the improvements should have increased since we haven't done anything. And then by looking
I know,
at
it's
the
kind of like, it's sort of an oxymoron because they list it as improvements
Mhm.
when really what it is dwelling. It's the dwelling. I don't know why they list it on the appraisal or the vision appraisal as improvements because, that makes you think like, well, we didn't do any improvements and actually things have broken since then, so it should be less. So
yeah.
We'll take a look at these solds. You've and also we'll take into account some of the. Let me just look. You have nothing on your field card for flooding or.
No, we did, yeah. It's here. Little note, water damage. So,
Right, but it doesn't give you an adjustment for that, does it? It just. I
think it said something.
Did you put in a sump pump at that time?
There was already one.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it just, completely failed and couldn't handle the water.
I'm looking at this. I don't know if you had an adjustment for that. So that might help you. Because it would be down here, I would think. But I'm going to check on that.
Yeah, we just closed it at the time.
I'm going to check on that. So that would help.
Yeah. I think when the tax assessors
visited, I think it would be under location because your location, you're in that low point.
Yeah.
And you don't have wetlands, but you're in a low point, which leads to flooding.
Yeah.
So the adjustment would be down here on the field card. I'm not seeing that, so I'm going to check on that.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. And then we'll do the best we can with the sold comps. And okay. You did a lot of homework. You have a lot of notes there, and we appreciate all your work. We are a 9-member board right now. There are 5 of us who are elected board members. I'm one of those, and then there are 4 alternates. So I'll be the one presenting your case to the board, and then we'll vote on that, and then you'll hear from the assessor's office.
Okay.
Either you got your appeal granted to your number, or you'll get a partial appeal, or you will get a denial, and then they won't tell you why, but you can always go back and listen to the recording of when we deliberated your case. And then if you're not happy, you can take that to the Superior Court. Okay?
Great.
All right. Thank you, Danielle. Appreciate your... Okay, the time is 11:08. This is appeal number 415. I'm Helene Daly, and the address is 1088 Harbor Road. The owner is Jessica McManus, trustee, and the appellant is Chris Russo, representing.
I have the affidavit here.
Okay, thank you. Don't need to swear you in because you are an attorney. And all right.
So,
what you got?
a few comps here. I will give you. So, I outweighed this just because I know you have to kind of look back at it. I put all the field cards for the comps in here, and then I put like a little narrative where I highlighted some of the main kind of points of it.
Okay.
So the first couple that I have are just looking at appraisals of properties, the town's appraisals of properties that are nearby. And then I have comp sales at the end. But I just first wanted to look at some of these others. There's those lots down at the bottom of Harbor Road that are across from that little pocket park that's on the water side. And they're like smaller rectangular pieces.
Okay.
There's 1088 and there's 1100. So 1088 is my client's property.
I'm gonna look it up on the map.
Yeah, I can pull it.
I know where you're talking about, but I just like to get a visual.
Yeah, to see it.
Why is somebody coughing? It's so weird. Is there somebody else on this recording?
No. That's fine.
Weird.
That's weird. So
yeah, I see where you are.
it's $4.3 million is what this property's appraised at. It's a 95% increase from what she had in 2020, which we've been seeing people more around like the 60% range on single family. Seems to be the kind of consensus that we've seen. She had some work done since 2020. They actually demoed a garage and deck to replace it with a pool. I compared it to 1060, which is right above her. That's on a much bigger piece of land. So my first kind of comparison was 1060.
Okay.
She's only got like 9,000 square feet. That's a huge piece. It's got like 22,200, and it's also about 1,000 square feet higher of living area. She's also got an old house. She's 1800. This house is 1971. But they were similar on bedrooms. And it sold for $5.55 in September. In September 2025. But if you look at like the dollar per square foot of living area, they're down at like $244, and she's all the way up at $342. So there's a huge kind of gap there. The other thing with this lot 1060, which again is like 2 doors away from her, it owns on the shorefront side of Harbor Road. She does not. She has the park right across from her. But this 1060 has waterfront, where she just has water views. And so I think when you look at that kind of how much she's off on living area, the dollar per square foot, it's a massive increase compared to that one. The other one I looked at was 1100, which is the one. It's like they're like sister lots. They're both like the same size essentially. Hers is a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, but they're when you look at them on the map and what they're next to, they're the most similar. So this is another one. This house was built in 1904. It has the same amount of bedrooms. We have like 1 full bath and 1 half bath more, I think. The comp house 1100 is slightly higher in square feet of living area. It's like 150, 200 square feet higher. They are appraised at 3.58, and we're all the way up at 4.33. So again, I just think, and it's particularly in the improvements where it just seems to be, we are double of what their improvements appraised are, which just seems too high of an increase. Then I went to traditional just sales comps, and first one was 1128 Pequot Avenue. This sold, so it was within a year of the reval date. It's not 2025, but it was within the year.
It's still, yeah. If you look at the lists that are on the website, they actually go back to October 2023.
Oh, really?
But they'll timestamp that, bring it up
Yeah.
to, the base valuation year, but.
Yeah, so this is December 2024.
Yeah,
It's sold for
fine.
3.2. It's slightly over on square footage.
Mm-hmm.
It's a newer, it's 1926, but it's newer than our house. And it had 4 beds, and the baths were about similar. The other thing I'll note is, so my client's property, 1088, is a grade A, and this property is also a grade A house. So it's not like there's a difference in the quality of the house.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's sold for 3.2.
That's a good one.
10 Harbor Road, which actually, funny enough, is because Harbor Road is all along the western side of the harbor. Then there's Tide Mill.
Yeah.
And then it actually continues for a small bit. So this is a waterfront home on that side of, on the eastern side.
The former doctor's house? Or is it the yellow house?
It's kind of it's like a narrow property, but then it opens up a little bit by the water.
I think there's only 2 on that side.
Yeah, there's only a few. It's not the first one. Let me.
Maybe there's 3.
It's.
I had a listing. It was at the very end, the yellow one.
Yeah, it's not the yellow one. It's definitely not the yellow one.
Okay, so I think there's one in between there.
10 Harbor Road. It's kind of like a longer house. But so this one is waterfront. It's sold March 2025. It's sold for 2.65. It's a newer house. And it was 4 beds, 4.5 baths, or 4 beds, 5 baths. So it's close on that. And that was 2.65. And then the final one on this is 81 Main Street.
And what was the grade on that?
I think that one's less. It's grade B+, I believe. Let's see. Let me look at it. I think it's a B+. So it's not as high of a grade as the other one. B+. So that one's B+. And ours is A.
But it's still, it
less.
went 2.6.
Yeah, 2.6.
Yeah.
Much less.
Yeah.
The next one is a grade A. That was sold. It's 81 Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not Waterview like our property.
Yeah.
But it's June 2025. It's sold for 2.625. It's about 550 square feet less in square footage living area, but it's also a 4-bed. This one's 3.5 baths. It's also, ours is 1800. This is 1834. So it's another old house.
Okay.
And that was 2.6. So again, much less.
Yeah, and you're asking for 4.3, right?
No, it is 4.3.
It says here that the town value is 4,334, and then ask amount is 4.3.
No, she filled this out and she submitted it. I think she meant 3.3.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, here it is.
I think she meant 3.3. She must have put it in wrong.
Oh. 4.3, yeah.
She put 4.3. I think she meant 3.3.
Field card. Did she get a discount from Tyler already?
She probably got a discount already.
All right, because
it used to be 4.5,
now it's 4.3. Yeah.
I think she meant 3.3. She must have put it in wrong. That's what she told me, 3.3. She submitted the app. So yeah, I mean, you have comps there, sale comps that are down in the 2s.
Yeah, well now it makes more sense because I was thinking, wow, that's a big difference.
That's a heck of a that's a heck of a decrease. That's $70,000. That's not really going to cut it. Okay.
Oh, and so you have field cards.
Field cards for all of them.
Perfect. Okay. All right, good.
All the ones I mentioned.
Okay. All right, good.
She's got a couple of grade A sale comps that match her.
Yeah, we like the sales comps. That's good.
Yeah.
Good to have those. And then, of course, the other, and you know what, listen, we're telling you, we're going to throw everything at it because, I did this with my own appeal. When I went up 90%, my next door neighbor went up 59%, and her house is way way more updated than mine. I'm like, so that was one of my points, one of 4 points. Yeah.
Mine went up 177.
Oh, nice. Like one of my daughters. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Thank you, Chris.
So
Thank
we
you
have
for
one more. We have
Oh.
987 Pequot. Do you have that?
No.
Yeah, sorry. No. Yeah, 987 Pequot's the comp. 1011 is me.
All right.
That's me. Here's the affidavit for that one.
Okay. So now this is, the time is 11:19. This is appeal number 744. And the address is 1011 Pequot Avenue. The owner is Gunston Holdings LLC, and the appellant is Chris Russo. I do have the
I have the
affidavit.
I have the affidavit and 2 field cards for the subject property and then the comp.
Okay. Put that in here.
There's,
So now I want to make sure we have the right numbers here. So the town has you at $4,027,381,
Correct.
and you're asking for 3.7.
correct.
Okay.
Yes. So my client bought this $2.65 million in 2021. The best comp I found for it was 987 Pequot. There's a lot of similarities between them. My client's was built in 1963. This one was built in 1958, the comp. We're 57.
Oh, yeah, that's like
58.
right in the base valuation here. Yeah.
5,800 is living area for my client, 5,230 for the comp. The comp is a much bigger piece. Ours is 86,000 square feet. Theirs is a little over 120,000 square feet. So there's a big difference there. But otherwise, I think it's pretty similar. It's sold in August 2025 for $3.75 million. So, so I thought it was, for a comparable sale, it just seemed to be the most dead on.
Larger lot.
Larger lot.
Yeah.
Pretty significantly larger. But, ours has a little bit more living area. But otherwise, I think it's pretty spot on to it. It sold for $375 at August 2025, but the appraisal that was given it by the town was $3.7 million, which is where we got the $3.7. Just kind of mirrored that drop there for the town even. And so, again, we think we're a little higher living area, they're higher lot area. I think balancing it out, I think 3.7 is really.
They have 6 bathrooms in that house? Yeah.
That.
Yeah, they do.
In which, my client's property?
In the, no, the peak,
987.
980, yeah. That's a lot of bathrooms. And, okay. I mean, your square footage isn't that much different, honestly.
And that's where I kind of thought it. And they're both, the grades, I didn't mention that, the grades on both are A+. So they're similar grades as well.
Yeah, no, that's a good comp.
And, I just thought between they're up on land, we're up a little bit on floor area, but that makes it a wash, and 6.7 seems like the right number.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
All right, that is good.
That's all I got.
That is good. All right. I'm going to end the recording.